In this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 games that you can play for hundreds of hours, games that are long, have a lot of side quests and activities. So let's look at the first game on our list. Nioh 2. Alright, let's talk about Nioh 2, a game that's perfect if you're looking to invest a ton of hours into a challenging and rewarding experience. So Nioh 2 is an action RPG set in a dark, fantastical version of Japan's Sengoku period. You play as a half-human, half-yokai warrior battling all sorts of demons and legendary samurai. The story is interesting, but honestly it's the gameplay that'll keep you hooked for 100 plus hours. First off, the combat in Nioh 2 is intense and deeply satisfying. It's all about mastering different weapons, each with its own unique style and moves. From swords and spears to axes and dual swords, there's a ton of variety. Plus, you get to use awesome yokai abilities that you steal from defeated enemies. Mixing these powers with traditional combat makes for some epic battles. One of the coolest things about Nioh 2 is its level of customization. You can tweak your character's skills, weapons, and even their appearance in so many ways. This lets you create a playstyle that's totally your own. The game also has a complex skill tree and tons of gear to find and upgrade, which adds depth and keeps you coming back for more. The levels are beautifully designed and packed with secrets. Exploring these areas is a treat, with hidden paths, tough enemies, and valuable loot waiting to be discovered. Each mission feels unique and challenging, and there are plenty of side quests and optional content to keep you busy. The difficulty is definitely up there, but that's part of the charm. Every victory feels earned, and overcoming tough enemies and bosses is incredibly rewarding. You'll die a lot, but each defeat teaches you something new and pushes you to get better. Overall, Nioh 2 is a game that you can easily spend 100 hours on without getting bored. It's challenging, deep, and incredibly satisfying. If you're into action RPGs and love a good challenge, this game is a must-play. So, get ready to dive into a dark, beautiful world filled with epic battles and endless customization. You won't regret it. Yakuza Series. Alright, let's talk about the Yakuza series, a collection of games that's perfect for anyone who loves deep stories, intense action, and a whole lot of side activities to keep you busy for well over 100 hours. The Yakuza series takes you into the heart of Japan's criminal underworld. You primarily play as Kazuma Kiryu, a tough-as-nails Yakuza with a heart of gold. The main storyline is full of drama, betrayal, and some truly memorable characters. Each game weaves an intricate tale that's both emotional and thrilling, pulling you deep into the lives of the characters. One of the biggest draws of the Yakuza series is its combat system. The fighting is fast-paced and brutal, with a variety of styles and moves to master. You can pick up and use anything as a weapon, from bicycles to signboards, which makes for some pretty wild and entertaining battles. And as you progress, you can upgrade your abilities and unlock new moves, keeping the combat fresh and exciting. But what really sets the Yakuza series apart is the sheer amount of stuff you can do outside of the main story. The cities you explore, like Kamurocho, are packed with activities. You can play arcade games, go bowling, sing karaoke, participate in dance battles, and even manage a cabaret club. These side activities are so well crafted that they could be games on their own. The side stories, or sub-stories, are another highlight. These are little side missions that range from the hilarious to the heartfelt. They often introduce quirky characters and situations that add a lot of flavor to the world. You might help a dominatrix improve her skills or chase down a stolen pair of underwear. It's this blend of serious main plot and wacky side content that gives the Yakuza series its unique charm. The series also offers mini-games that are incredibly detailed. For example, you can spend hours playing mahjong, shogi, or even running a real estate business. These mini-games add depth and variety, ensuring there's always something new to discover. Each game in the series is rich with content. Whether you're playing the older titles like Yakuza 0 or the latest installment, there's always a ton of stuff to keep you occupied. And with the interconnected stories, you'll find yourself deeply invested in the world and its characters. The Yakuza series is a fantastic blend of intense action, compelling storytelling, and an abundance of side activities. If you're looking for a series that can easily soak up 100 plus hours of your time, this is it. Each game offers a unique and unforgettable experience, making it a must-play for any serious gamer. So dive into the world of Yakuza and get ready for an adventure that's both epic and entertaining.
秋山って男を知らねえか。スカイファイナンスって町金をやってた。
Dying Light. Alright, let's dive into Dying Light, a game that's perfect for those who love a mix of heart-pounding action, parkour, and survival horror. In Dying Light, you find yourself in the quarantine city of Heron, which is overrun by zombies. You play as Kyle Crane, an undercover operative sent to infiltrate the city. What really sets Dying Light apart is its parkour mechanics. The movement in this game is incredibly fluid and fun. You can climb buildings, leap across rooftops, and run along walls with ease. The city is your playground, and the ability to move so freely makes exploring a joy. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about doing it in the coolest way possible. The combat in Dying Light is equally thrilling. You have a variety of weapons at your disposal, from melee weapons like bats and machetes to firearms. Crafting is a big part of the game, allowing you to modify weapons with electric shocks, flames, and more. Fighting zombies is brutal and satisfying, but you have to be smart about it, especially when the more dangerous infected come out at night. Speaking of night, Dying Light changes the game entirely when the sun goes down. The zombies become more aggressive and terrifying new enemies called volatiles come out to hunt you. The shift from day to night ramps up the tension and makes nighttime exploration a truly nerve-wracking experience. Surviving the night and making it to a safe zone feels like a real achievement. The game is packed with content. The main story missions are exciting, but there are also tons of side quests, challenges, and collectibles to keep you busy. The city of Heron is full of secrets, and exploring every corner can easily take up hours of your time. Dying Light also features a robust multiplayer mode. You can team up with friends to tackle missions, explore the city, and fight off the infected together. There's even a mode where you can play as a superpowered zombie hunting down other players, which adds a unique twist to the gameplay. Overall, Dying Light is a game that offers a rich, engaging experience that can easily soak up 100 plus hours of your time. Its combination of parkour, intense combat, and survival horror elements makes it a standout title. If you're looking for a game that keeps you on the edge of your seat and constantly offers new challenges, Dying Light is a must-play. Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3, a game that's perfect for anyone who loves epic RPGs with rich storytelling, complex characters, and endless possibilities. In Baldur's Gate 3, you're thrown into a world of magic, danger, and adventure. You start off with a parasite in your head, planted there by mind flayers, and your journey revolves around finding a way to remove it. The game's story is incredibly deep and full of twists, with every choice you make affecting the world and the people around you. One of the best things about Baldur's Gate 3 is the character creation. You can choose from a wide variety of races, classes, and backgrounds, each with its own unique abilities and traits. This level of customization means you can create a character that truly feels like your own. Whether you want to be a noble elf wizard, a rugged human warrior, or a sneaky halfling rogue, the possibilities are endless. The gameplay is a blend of exploration, combat, and role-playing. The world of Baldur's Gate 3 is vast and detailed with tons of secrets to discover. You'll be exploring dungeons, forests, and cities, all beautifully rendered and packed with things to find. The turn-based combat system is strategic and challenging, requiring you to think carefully about your actions. You can use the environment to your advantage, set traps, and combine spells and abilities in creative ways. The interactions with NPCs are another highlight. The dialogue options are extensive, and the choices you make can lead to vastly different outcomes. You can befriend characters, make enemies, or even romance them. Baldur's Gate 3 also supports multiplayer, so you can team up with friends and tackle the adventure together. This adds a whole new layer of fun as you can coordinate strategies and make decisions together. It's a great way to experience the game's rich world and story with others. One of the reasons you can easily spend 100 plus hours in Baldur's Gate 3 is the sheer amount of content. The main story is lengthy and engaging, but there are also countless side quests, hidden areas, and optional challenges. Every playthrough can be different thanks to the branching paths and choices, giving the game immense replay value. Overall, Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that offers a deep and immersive RPG experience. Its combination of rich storytelling, strategic combat, and endless customization makes it a standout title. If you're looking for a game that you can get lost in for hours on end, Baldur's Gate 3 is a must-play.
That's the kind of name you remember. This enemy takes all the boxes.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Alright, let's talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 3, an epic RPG that's sure to keep you hooked for well over 100 hours with its rich story, expansive world, and deep gameplay mechanics. In Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you find yourself in the vast, interconnected world of Aeonios. The game continues the grand tradition of the series with a complex, engaging storyline that explores themes of conflict, unity, and destiny. You'll meet a diverse cast of characters, each with their own backstories and motivations, and together you'll embark on an unforgettable adventure. One of the standout features of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is its open world. The environments are massive and beautifully crafted, ranging from lush forests and sprawling plains to mysterious caves and futuristic cities. Exploring these areas is a joy, as each location is filled with hidden secrets, challenging monsters, and stunning vistas. The world feels alive and full of possibilities, encouraging you to dive deeper and uncover everything it has to offer. The combat system in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is deep and strategic. It builds on the systems of the previous games, combining real-time action with complex party management. You control a team of characters, each with unique abilities and roles, and you can switch between them during battle to adapt to different situations. The game introduces new mechanics like interlinking, where characters can fuse together for powerful attacks, adding another layer of strategy. Mastering the combat system and finding the best combinations of characters and abilities is incredibly satisfying. Character progression is another area where Xenoblade Chronicles 3 shines. Each character can develop in multiple ways through leveling up, unlocking new skills, and finding better equipment. There are also various side quests and activities that help you strengthen your team and uncover more about the world and its inhabitants. The sense of growth and progression keeps you invested in your characters and their journey. The story is a major highlight with a real interesting plot that keeps you engaged from start to finish. The narrative is filled with twists and emotional moments, making you care deeply about the characters and their fates. Visually, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is stunning. The game's art style is vibrant and detailed with beautifully designed characters and environments. The day-night cycle and dynamic weather add to the immersive experience, making the world feel even more alive. The soundtrack is also exceptional, featuring sweeping orchestral pieces and memorable themes that enhance the overall atmosphere. There's so much to do in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The main story alone can take dozens of hours to complete, but there are also countless side quests, optional bosses, and hidden treasures to discover. Overall, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a must-play for any RPG fan. Its combination of a rich, immersive world, deep combat system, and engaging story makes it a game that you can easily sink 100 hours into. If you're looking for an epic adventure that will keep you entertained for a long time, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the perfect choice.
I don't normally stoop to this. Such duplicity is beneath me.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. Alright, let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance, a game that's all about diving into a highly detailed and realistic medieval world. If you're looking for a game that offers depth, authenticity, and a lot of content, this one's got you covered. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, you play as Henry, a blacksmith's son who gets caught up in the chaos of 15th century Bohemia. The game kicks off with a personal tragedy that sets Henry on a path of revenge and adventure.
Herrgott!
The story is rich and engaging, with well-developed characters and plenty of twists to keep you hooked. What makes Kingdom Come Deliverance stand out is its commitment to realism. The game's world is meticulously crafted to reflect the historical setting, from the architecture and clothing to the social structures in daily life. It feels like stepping into a living history book, and the attention to detail is incredible. The gameplay is deeply immersive. Unlike many RPGs, Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't rely on magic or fantasy elements. Instead, it focuses on realistic combat, survival, and social interactions. The combat system is complex and challenging, requiring you to learn and master different techniques and weapons. It's all about timing, precision, and strategy, which makes every fight feel intense and rewarding.
Mi van? Begyulladtál?
Most meghalsz!
You'll also need to pay attention to Henry's needs like eating, sleeping, and maintaining his equipment. These survival elements add another layer of realism and immersion. Plus, the game features a detailed alchemy system for creating potions, which can be both useful and fun to experiment with. One of the most enjoyable aspects of Kingdom Come Deliverance is the open world exploration. The game's world is vast and beautiful, filled with forests, fields, villages, and castles. There are countless side quests, activities, and hidden secrets to discover. Whether you're hunting in the woods, engaging in a tournament, or simply wandering through a village, there's always something to see and do. The quests in Kingdom Come Deliverance are well written and often involve multiple solutions. You can approach problems in various ways, whether through combat, stealth, diplomacy, or even a bit of cunning. The choices you make can have significant consequences, affecting how characters respond to you and how the story unfolds. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game that rewards patience and attention to detail. It's not about rushing through, it's about experiencing the world and living Henry's journey. The depth and complexity of the gameplay, combined with the rich narrative and historical setting, make it a game that you can easily spend 100 hours on. Overall, Kingdom Come Deliverance is a masterpiece of realism and immersion. If you're a fan of historical settings and enjoy a challenging, in-depth RPG experience, this game is a must-play.
That's it!
Cyberpunk 2077. Alright, so let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077. This game had a lot of buzz around it when it launched, and for good reason. It's set in Night City, a sprawling metropolis where technology and body modifications are a way of life. You play as V, a mercenary with a customizable background and skills, trying to make a name in this chaotic world. The world building in Cyberpunk 2077 is absolutely top-notch. Night City feels alive with its neon lights, towering skyscrapers, and diverse inhabitants. Everywhere you go, there's something happening, from street performers to gang shootouts. It's a city that never sleeps, and exploring its many districts can easily eat up hours of your time. One of the coolest things about this game is the level of customization. Not only can you customize V's appearance and skills, but you can also modify their body with cyberware. This adds a whole new layer to the gameplay, allowing you to tailor your abilities to suit your playstyle. Want to be a stealthy hacker? You got it. Prefer going in guns blazing? You can do that too. The story is a wild ride. It's packed with memorable characters, including Keanu Reeves as Johnny Silverhand, a rebellious rock star with his own agenda. The main quest is gripping, full of twists and turns, and the side quests are equally engaging. Many of them feel like their own mini-stories, adding depth to the world in your experience. Combat in Cyberpunk 2077 is versatile and dynamic. You've got a range of weapons from futuristic guns to melee weapons, and you can approach combat situations in a variety of ways.
Okay, fans in sight.
Whether you prefer sneaking around and hacking enemies or going in loud and proud, the game accommodates your style. Now, the game had a rough start with bugs and performance issues, but many of these have been patched over time. If you're diving in now, you're likely to have a much smoother experience, especially on newer consoles and PCs. There's so much to do in Cyberpunk 2077. Beyond the main story and side quests, there are gigs, street races, and various other activities to keep you busy. The game encourages exploration and rewards you with hidden secrets and lore that enrich the world. In summary, Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that offers a deep, immersive experience with its rich world, engaging story, and versatile gameplay. If you're looking to invest hundreds of hours into a game, Night City has plenty to keep you entertained. Dive in and get lost in the cyberpunk madness. It's a journey you won't forget.
Welcome to Calvin. Settle systems.
Persona 5 Royal. Alright, let's get into Persona 5 Royal, a game that blends the best of JRPG mechanics with a deep, engaging story and stylish presentation. This game isn't just about battling monsters, it's about living a double life as a high school student and a phantom thief. You play as a teenager who's transferred to Shujin Academy in Tokyo. On the surface, you're just an ordinary student dealing with classes, friendships, and the usual high school drama. But there's a twist. You and a group of friends discover you have the power to enter an alternate dimension called the Metaverse. In this realm, you become the Phantom Thieves, a group dedicated to stealing the corrupted desires from the hearts of adults. What makes Persona 5 Royal so amazing is its dual gameplay. By day, you attend school, take exams, build relationships, and engage in various social activities. Every action you take can improve your stats or deepen your bonds with other characters, which in turn affects your abilities in the metaverse. By night, you're exploring dungeons, fighting shadows, and stealing hearts. The combat system is turn-based, but with a twist. It's fast-paced, strategic, and incredibly satisfying. Each member of your team has unique abilities tied to their personas, powerful beings that represent their inner selves. You'll need to think carefully about your moves, exploit enemy weaknesses, and use a variety of skills to succeed. The game rewards strategy and planning, making every battle feel rewarding. One of the standout features of Persona 5 Royal is its story. It's a deep, multi-layered narrative that tackles themes of justice, rebellion, and the struggle against corruption. The characters are well developed, each with their own backstories and personal growth arcs. You'll find yourself deeply invested in their lives, both inside and outside of the metaverse. Visually, the game is a treat. It has a unique, stylish art direction with bold colors and slick animations. The user interface is one of the coolest you'll ever see in a game, and the overall aesthetic just screams style. Every element, from the menus to the battle animations, is designed to be visually striking. One of the new additions in Persona 5 Royal compared to the original Persona 5 is the expanded story content. There are new characters, new story arcs, and a whole new semester to explore. This adds even more depth and hours of gameplay, making an already lengthy game even more substantial. The social simulation aspect of the game is incredibly engaging. Building relationships with your friends and confidants isn't just about the story, it directly impacts your abilities in the metaverse. These connections unlock new skills, grant special bonuses, and provide deeper insight into the characters' lives. Persona 5 Royal is a game that offers a rich, immersive experience that can easily soak up 100+ hours of your time. Its combination of deep storytelling, strategic combat, and engaging social simulation makes it a standout title in the RPG genre. If you're looking for a game that will keep you hooked from start to finish, Persona 5 Royal is an absolute must-play. Ghost of Tsushima. Alright, let's chat about Ghost of Tsushima. This game is an absolute gem, especially if you're into samurai and stunning open worlds. You play as Jin Sakai, a samurai trying to protect his home from a Mongol invasion. The story is gripping and emotional, with Jin struggling between his samurai code and the need to adopt unconventional tactics.
This is from Komodo. Kill them all!
The world of Tsushima is breathtaking. Seriously, the landscapes are so beautiful you'll want to explore every inch. From serene bamboo forests to haunting war-torn villages, every scene looks like a painting. Combat is super satisfying. You've got your classic samurai swordplay with precise skill-based duels, and then there's the stealth aspect if you want to go the ghost route. Switching between these styles keeps things fresh and exciting. One thing I love is the attention to detail. The wind guides you to objectives, and you can bow to fallen enemies. It's these small touches that make the game feel immersive and respectful of its setting. Ghost of Tsushima is a game you can easily sink 100 plus hours into. The main story is captivating, but the side quests and exploration are what really pull you in. If you're looking for a beautiful, engaging game that's rich in culture and action, this is it. Trust me, you won't want to leave Tsushima once you step foot on it. Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2. If you're into epic adventures and love the Wild West, this game is a masterpiece you can't miss. Now, obviously there isn't much to say. Almost everyone knows about this masterpiece of a game, but still, you play as Arthur Morgan, a member of the Van der Linde gang, and the story is all about loyalty, survival, and the fading era of outlaws. The narrative is incredibly deep, with characters that you'll grow attached to and plot twists that keep you on your toes. The world in Red Dead Redemption 2 is massive and meticulously detailed. From snowy mountains to dusty plains and bustling towns, every environment is rich and immersive. You can easily lose hours just exploring, hunting, fishing, or engaging in side activities. One thing that stands out is the sheer level of realism. Your horse needs care, Arthur needs to eat and sleep, and your actions have consequences. It makes the world feel alive and your journey through it meaningful.
You hungry, huh? I got food. I got shit.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game where you can easily spend 100 plus hours. The main story is gripping, but the side quests, random encounters, and the sheer beauty of the open world will keep you coming back. If you're looking for an epic, immersive experience that's full of heart and adventure, this game is a must play. Trust me, it's an unforgettable ride through the Wild West.